everyone, CFL Park Hopper here at the Seven Seas Food Festival here at Seaworld Orlando. And we're here to talk today about all of the food, what I should do as far as like a lanyard or pay for the stuff, and try some of the food. So let's get started. We're also gonna get to try the new Icebreaker roller coaster, which is just opening. So let's go. Okay, so they do sample lanyards for the Seven Seas Food Festival. You can get a 10 item lanyard for $65. You can get a 15 item lanyard for $80. I've looked already at 3 booths and all of the food items are coming in at $10.99. So if I ate 6 items, I would pay for that 10 item lanyard and still have 4 free. And same with the 15. If I ate 8 items, it would be paid for and I'd get 7 free. So I definitely think the lanyard's your best bet. Now the Seven Seas Food Festival is one of my favorite food festivals here in all of Orlando. They have some of the best dishes to try, I think, of any food festival besides maybe like the Epcot Food and Wine. In fact, I think sometimes you get more for your money at this than you do even the food and wine. So here, let's look right here at the Polynesian Market. And they have a spicy tuna poke bowl, which looks pretty delicious. And this is $10.99. They also have the luau barbecue lamb ribs, which are $10.99. And like I said, I've looked at 3 different booths so far, and pretty much all the items I've seen have been $10.99. Here's an overall map with all of the stuff that they offer, the different booths. There is alcohol involved too at some of the booths, and I believe that you can use the sample lanyard on some of the sample drinks as well. They would be sample size drinks. But, you know, I think again with these lanyards, if you're getting half of them for free, half of the items for free, then, you know, you might as well try some of the drinks as well if you're interested. Here at the All-American booth, they have the brisket tachos and a Kraft mac and cheese with lobster. I believe I had both of those things last year and they were delicious, and they're $10.99 each. But you know, here's the other thing. You get pretty good sized portions of the food here. So I'm pretty full after 2 to 3 items, and they have some really dang good desserts. Look here, you can get a funnel cake with Nutella, strawberry, and chocolate for $10, but it's gonna be a full-size funnel cake. And then down here, they're offering some of the brews here as well. These are the 20-ounce drafts. They're coming in at $12. I know there are some places where you can get sample of the beer. All right, so I got my sample lanyards. I'm gonna start at the Italy booth today. It's kind of a cool gray day, as you can see. So I'm looking for something warm and savory, and they have these awesome fontina cheese meatballs here. And this is out, the Sharks Underwater Grill is directly across from us. And if you come down on the little bridge looking at Shamu Stadium, this is where this is. All right, guys, so here's the meatballs. You get 2 gigantic meatballs. They're stuffed with fontina cheese inside and a little piece of bread. This was $10 also. So I definitely think the lanyard is the way to go, for sure, because of the prices. But the food is definitely worth it. And look how big this portion is. Let me give it a taste. These meatballs are delicious. With some pasta, this would be an entire meal. These are really good. So I highly recommend this from the Italian market here at SeaWorld. We're gonna keep going and try some more stuff. All right, so we made it here to the Irish market, and they have some great stuff. Check it out. You can get glazed corned beef with all the fixins, like marbled potatoes, cabbage, and cornbread. They have a classic mini shepherd's pie. I love shepherd's pie. And this crispy Reuben egg roll sounds absolutely interesting. So again, here's the prices. Again, worth the lanyard for sure. Here's some more of the pictures. That's the shepherd's pie and the Reuben. I think today I'm gonna get the shepherd's pie because again, it's cold. There's not many cold days in Florida. It's gonna become spring. This festival runs all the way to May 8th. It's gonna get too hot for this. I'll be able to get these Reuben egg rolls another day. So let's try the shepherd's pie today. All right, so here's the shepherd's pie. It looks so cute. Let's give it a taste. Okay, so this is not really my favorite. I like shepherd's pie, but I don't know. There's something about the flavor of this that I'm not really liking. I can't really put my finger on exactly what it is. I think I like mine to have a little more beefy gravy taste. And as you can see, there's no gravy whatsoever. I believe it is lamb in here, which is fine for the meat. The meat's fine. But it's just the potatoes, and then there's a little bit of peas and carrots. But I think it's just, I think to me it's missing that gravy flavor. That's what my preference is when I eat shepherd's pie. So it's just me personal. But you may like it when you come. I'm definitely going to come another time and try those crispy Reuben egg rolls. I think they'll sound really interesting. We're going to try one more item here, and then we're going to go ride Icebreaker. All right, so we made it over here to the Mexican market, which is right next to Wild Arctic. Literally, here is Wild Arctic over here. And this has one of my favorite dishes from last year, which is the drunken shrimp tostada. So let's give it a taste. All right, guys, here it is, the drunken shrimp tostada. It's a little bit different looking than I remember it from last year. It's got a lot of red pickled onion on it. So let me kind of get going on it here and see what it tastes like. All right, so this shrimp has a really good flavor. It's got some nice lime and cilantro marinade on it. And the shrimp pieces are pretty big, so it tastes pretty good. And the tortilla is nice and crispy and crunchy. I just remember this tasting kind of different last year. So, but otherwise, it's good. I would get this again. I just had a different taste pictured, I think, than what it is. Maybe I just am remembering it wrong. And while we're in this food court area, they also have the Gulf Coast Market, which has beignets. So we're going to get some of those next. All right, guys, here are the beignets. They look really good. You can also get them with bananas Foster's topping on top as well. Or you can just get the plain powdered sugar like I did. Let's give them a taste. These are delicious. They are soft and pillowy and warm. Perfect. Now I'm going to give you a hint about beignets. They can be hit or miss at these food festivals depending on when they're made. If they're made fresh consistently, you're going to get really good ones. But if they're sitting out, if it's a slow day, then don't count on them being the best. So kind of gauge the lines. If it's busy and you're having to wait in line for them, they're going to probably be good. But if you can walk right up, they may be sitting out. So just a heads up on that when you come for beignets at any of the food festivals here. All right, everyone, so now that we've had some food here at the Seven Seas Food Festival, we're now gonna go try the brand new Icebreaker roller coaster, which is launching over here. This ride is just opening. If you are coming February 18th and after, this ride will be officially open. Right now it's February 5th and the ride is in pass holder previews right now. So pass holders can ride for the next 2 weeks, and as of the 18th, it will be open to all guests. So check it out when you're coming for the Seven Seas Food Festival. If you like coasters, this could be something you could try while you also sample the food. Let's go try it and I'll give you my verdict. This will be my first time riding it. All right, everyone, so here is my verdict on Icebreaker. If you like high-speed thrill, it's a little bit tame. If you kind of like medium thrill, it's just right. And if you like not so much thrill, you might be a little scared. So the backwards launch, which is right up behind me, and I'll turn the camera around in a second, that's pretty thrilling. And you have a couple spots in the ride then where you kind of come out of your seat a little bit, especially if you're someone like me who likes to have their hands up. It's mainly a lap bar, and then it has like a overhang belt on you, but it's not tight on your chest. I know some people get nervous when they don't have the overhang chest. They don't like lap bar only, but you feel secure. You're in there, and it's a smaller, comfier seat. So just know that it is snug. It's kind of hard to get in and out. If you're a bigger person, it's going to be very hard. So you might want to test the seat beforehand. But overall, I think it's a good family coaster. It's definitely a good one for kids who are ready to kind of start doing some more thrilling things. It does not go upside down. It just has the backwards launch and then a few hills and twists and turns like that. So it's definitely a good starter coaster for kids to get started and see if they like roller coasters. Let me turn the camera on so you can see what's going on. All right, so here it goes. It goes backwards and then it goes forward. And it's gonna try to go over this hill, but it's not gonna quite make it. So then you're gonna come all the way backwards to this part again. Come all the way up a little higher. And this time they're gonna make it over the hill. And then there's a couple little smaller hills and stuff in the back that you can't really see from the front of the park. So try Icebreaker when you're here, especially if you wanna try a medium-sized coaster. The other 3 coasters that they have here at Seaworld are a little more thrilling. Over here you can see the Manta. Manta, you lay down on your stomach and you do some upside down inversions, but it's kind of like a manta ray who would swim through the sea is kind of the idea. It's a pretty smooth ride and pretty fun, but I'd say that's the next step up after the Icebreaker, and I'll show you the other 2. And here are the other 2 roller coasters. The green one is called the Kraken, and that one is kind of like your typical roller coaster with loops, but your feet get to hang off of the ride. It's floorless, so your feet get to dangle, which I like. And then the big purple one, that is Mako. I absolutely love Mako. Mako is only a lap bar. It has a gigantic drop. I want to say it's like 200 feet and with a 90-degree drop, I think it is. But that one has a ton of airtime. So if you like things with big hills and like to have your hands up, Mako is definitely it. And so Mako, I think, would probably be the most thrilling here. Kraken's the one in the middle. Manta over here, a little more light. And Icebreaker, the newest one, probably the lightest. So if you like coasters, come check out SeaWorld Orlando because they have a lot to offer. Now, another awesome part of the Seven Seas Food Festival here at SeaWorld is the concert series, which they have right here at the stadium. It is right next to the brand new Icebreaker that we just rode. And they have several different bands come throughout the event. Again, this event runs for 3 months, from February 4th all the way to May 8th. And they try to have concerts every Saturday and Sunday. So just check out the SeaWorldOrlando.com website to check out if you're coming on a weekend and see what bands are playing. It'll give you the times too. Sometimes they'll have like 2 bands in one day, so it just depends. But there's plenty of seating, and you can even hear the concert, you know, from over here or walking along over on this path, and they'll have it playing on the speakers as well. So it's just always a lot of fun. I've seen some really cool acts here at SeaWorld Orlando, and I'm looking forward to some coming this spring. Well, everyone, it was a really fun day here at SeaWorld Orlando. I love coming to the Seven Seas Food Festival. It is so much fun. The food is so good. I really enjoyed those Italian meatballs with fontina cheese. Absolutely delicious. I also really like the drunken shrimp tostada. Really good, and the beignets were delicious. The shepherd's pie wasn't my cup of tea, but that doesn't mean it won't be yours. So give it a taste if that's something that you're into when you're here at SeaWorld Orlando. And also, I hope if you're a coaster fan, you come to check out Icebreaker. It's a pretty cool ride. If you liked today's video, hit like and subscribe down below to see more. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new video, which is usually once a week. And also subscribe on social media like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. CFL Park Hopper on all 3. Thanks for watching.